The hottest conversation in the Ghana creative industry right now has to do with the copyright issue happening between Kirani, AYAT and Ghana Tourism Authority. And I've made a video purposely explaining what actually is going on between Kirani, AYAT, Ghana Tourism Authority, and how the president of the nation is also involved in that. So if you've missed that, please go back and watch that particular video. Now the update, or the new update, is that one of Ghanaian Grammy nominated artists has shared his view on this copyright issue happening between Kirani, AYAT and Ghana Tourism Authority, and I'm here to give you an update on that and to tell you what actually this guy said right here on Weekly Entertainment Choice, West on Ghana's #1 entertainment channel, GET. My name is Great Jesse. You can simply call me Elulu. Grammy-nominated Ghanaian singer, songwriter, and record producer Rocky Dawuni. Now, Rocky Dawuni was nominated for Best Reggae Album 2016, and recently, 2022, he was nominated at the Grammys for Best Global Music Album. He has shared his view on this copyright issue going on between Kirani, AYAT, Ghana Tourism Authority on Hit FM with Dawuni. This is what Rocky Dawuni had to say.
From what I understand, it was more in terms of
musical
a piece of artistic work that was created, and that artistic work was integrated into new works without the original person being contacted.
Exactly.
and permission sought from the original, but then everybody knows that even normally, if even it's not copyright, when you want to use something of somebody, at least you ask the person, and then you come to an agreement with the person. If the person wants you to use, if it's something to support Ghana, I'm sure a lot of artists, it's from their heart. They will want to be part of it, and whatever arrangements that can be done, because it's all a one country initiative to push our country across. And I think that was that communication did not take place.
Exactly.
I think that is why we have all these different opinion. But I feel something like that too, because it's also an issue to do with intellectual property. We've been trying so hard for so many years, because the artist here, you only have to go and see an artist live. Most artists in Ghana don't have anything apart from their own investment that they put into their art. And a lot of times, most of them, even along the way, they will stop their careers because they can't sustain it. Because you do the investment, there's no return on the investment. So if we have the laws and we make them better, then at least certain places that their works are used, they can be able to get some sort of return from their work, for them to be able to either defray their cost or also help them move to the next stage. So I think that the conversation should be about that, and it shouldn't kind of become something that is about me against you. They should invite Kirani and sit down and figure this out, because he has a legitimate complaint. You see, he has a legitimate complaint. As to the methodology of what, that's a matter of argument as to, but the thing is that he needed to get somebody's attention on the whole thing, because he felt like, okay, I was trying to find certain channels and I could not get anybody to speak to. So they should sit down and then figure this out and speak to him, and then figure the right way to deal with this. Because, mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. Even artists, sometimes when you're making music, you finish making the music and you play, and somebody will call you and be like, hey, that hook, no, they sound like my own. No. It wasn't intentional that the artist took that, but the artist was influenced by it. So things can happen that way. But when it's specific, it's something that was taken out of a certain video, and that one, you need to sit down and really talk and make sure that things, because in the long run we need to solve it, because it looks like we're fighting something that we could have easily solved is now becoming more of a news than it needs to be. But at the same time too, it's also a wake-up call for all of us that intellectual property of people who have invested, we should make sure that artists are well compensated. If they have videos, and it's being used for any other way, they should be spoken to, and the right channels and right approach should be done so that there's fairness. In the long run, it's about fairness. So let's work fairness. They should stop this accusation. You should have done this, you could have done. Fairness. Copyright, we should protect copyright of Ghanaian artists. And it starts with both the artists and also the government and the institutions setting that example. So we should go back to the table and have a conversation to solve this issue amicably.
All right, so that was Rocky Dawuni giving us his own view of this copyright issue happening between Kirani, AYAT, and Ghana Tourism Authority. And guess what, guys? He has a new single out called Never Bow Down. Never Bow Down has to do with how social media is affecting our moral lives, and has a lot of advice in there. So go stream Never Bow Down by Rocky Dawuni on all digital platforms and keep supporting Rocky Dawuni to win or to bag the Grammys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Weekly Entertainment Choice, where it's on Ghana's #1 entertainment channel, GET. To be part of this journey that the Get is on, we are on a journey to promote Ghana music and also contribute on how to get Ghana music global. So if you want to support this movement, all you have to do is to subscribe to the channel and share these videos anytime we drop them, so we get the numbers to promote Ghana music in our own ways and make Ghana music great. My name is Great Jesse. You can simply call me Elolo, and thanks so much for watching this episode.